Everybody there? Could you guys hear me? Always roughing these things just to make sure that the sound is good. Kajol, anybody watching right now? Could they tell me if they can hear me or not? Okay, just got the note that audio and video is perfect. All right, excellent. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining today. I know it's been a couple months. Been hard at work on, Bluezell overall. We all know what's going on with the markets out there, especially with, what's going on with the macro stuff, with interest rates, inflation, the war. So it's a pretty crazy time. But, if you guys have been following the last two updates that we started to do on Bluezell, Telegram, and Twitter of giving weekly updates of where the product's at, we're going to keep those going. And you can see we've been pretty hard at work. So I'm going to start this presentation of this new latest community update. And what we'll do also at the same time is if you have questions that are coming through, just put them on the comments. I'll try to answer them as they pertain to the slides, as opposed to waiting to the end. Okay, so let me get started here. Okay, so it looks like you guys can see everything. Awesome. All right. So what we always like to do when I start these is just there's to be new people joining. We record these because we're showing. So we want to show, hey, just staying on point of what our real mission is, right? So the vision is to onboard the next billion crypto users through GameFi. I think the traditional way we've been doing it, it's been exhausted. The hardcore crypto people are in. How do we get that new group? It's going to be through gaming. And why? Because the youth, I've got kids, they already understand digital economies, digital assets by playing Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox. So why not introduce crypto elements into it so then they get used to it and just come into the entire crypto ecosystem. We have a 4-point plan at Bluezell that we unveiled before. I'm going to stick, and this is just to show consistency that keep us all aligned. That Bluezell's got a fast and elegant blockchain, 10,000 transactions per second, built on Cosmos Tendermint. We offer decentralized storage. I'll give an update on that of how we're superpowering that now. We also have we're going to have DeFi in games, and that's going to be done through what I'll come up later with Stargate. And then the fourth one is produce high quality games. Right, so the agenda today is going to be, I'm going to give you the decentralized storage update first, which will be like Bluezell and IPFS. Then we'll go into Cosmos Stargate, which has a bunch of things related to that. And then the final one that you guys are probably all most excited about is what's going on with Denomination. What's the latest update? Where are we going with that? Okay. So let's start with the first stuff. IPFS, as you know, what we said a couple months ago, that, hey, we were redirecting Bluezell's plans so it's not doing all the entire storage on itself. Let's leverage what's already out there. IPFS is already out there. We can superpower it and just basically make IPFS with steroids. As they get better, our system gets better. So everything that we outlined before, if you follow our development updates, is it's all working in testnet. The product's good. We're starting to migrate it to mainnet. So what will happen here is we're taking IPFS, and anybody's using that. So right now with IPFS, to restate, is, yeah, decentralized storage, but it's technically not, because what you do is you get one random node storing your one NFT or data files or whatever on there, but it's not replicated anywhere else. You got to do that all on your own, and it costs more. What our team has done is said, write the Bluezell layer, storage layer on top of IPFS. So with one line of code, you just get onto IPFS with one line of code. You get automatic replication on all our nodes and redundancy, so that, hey, if you lose your node or not, or you think that it's only in one place, it's not. It's on all our nodes. So it's almost like piggybacking off it, almost like what SushiSwap did Uniswap. You're able to fork it through and create a better network on top of something that's already there. So that's going really well. We're hoping that's going to go into mainnet very soon. Projects will be able to use it, and obviously Denomination is going to be one of the bigger users of that, because that's where we'll be storing everything. Second thing is Stargate. This has been pretty major for us, is implementation of the latest version of Stargate. Those familiar, Cosmos Stargate is the latest version that runs on Cosmos. That really gives it to IBC, which is an inter-blockchain communication protocol. So anybody doesn't understand, it's interoperability. And what that's going to do is allow all the Cosmos chains be able to talk to each other. It already does that. We didn't upgrade. We started forking BlueZell current blockchain over and started to migrate to mainnet. It worked in testnet. And so then what we've done is, with that going on Stargate, we will be able to work with, Cosmos itself directly, with Terra, Kava, Persistence, any other type of Cosmos chain that's out, base chain that's out there. We can all freely swap tokens and do business with each other. That's where we get into using things like the other DeFi protocols that can be on Terra with Anchor and things like that. We can get really creative around there. So that's going really well. Same time, the team is working on the osmosis integration. For those that don't know, I'll just do a quick click here. Oh wait, you guys can't see this. Hold on 1 second. Let me share this again. Whoops. So quickly, here's osmosis. I'm giving I'm going to go away from this because I can't see everything properly. But osmosis, it's like the Uniswap for Cosmos. Everybody knows, decentralized exchange, getting lots of traction, lots of uptick. People are really liking the product. And what we're going to do is stop sharing here. Yeah, so the osmosis is a decentralized exchange. Like I said, like Uniswap style, working on the Cosmos network. People really like it. So now with BlueZell going on there, basically we can take BLZ mainnet and allow people to start swapping it out with other tokens really quickly and do different type of plans around there. So everything goes around, we can do liquidity pools on there, other staking mechanisms, and just make life really easier for our BLZ mainnet holders. Other one is Kepler, which is the Cosmos-based wallet. Look at that as the MetaMask for Cosmos. Before you saw BlueZell had its own, it's too hard to maintain. There's no need to do those things. All we got to do is use Kepler, just like MetaMask is used across all Ethereum products. Well, let's use Kepler because that's used on all Cosmos tender chains. It'll be easier to do it. We open up ourselves to more people who already have Kepler, and then we don't have to maintain it as much. The whole goal right now, as you've seen the last couple ones, is simplify what BlueZell is doing, use what's already out there, and we focus on what we do best, which is just storage layer, making that fast and smooth, and then producing these games. So the good things about Stargate update is that that's going really well. We're testing out very well. We're probably hoping in the next couple weeks we can make that all into mainnet and use all its features. Let me see, next one. All right, so denomination. This is what we'll spend the rest of the time talking about. It's going to lead, it's really kicking off our entire 2022. It's our first real consumer product. Everybody knows. I'm not going to focus on going on like the old stuff with the story. I'm going to just give an update of everything. The first big thing is we got a new name for it, an official name. So denomination was always just a working title. We were always fixed on what that was. We wanted the game to develop more, understand it more before we came with the real name. What we come up with a new name is Gamma 4. So this is really good. We think it works really well with everything. The name Gamma 4. Main reason, simpler to say across languages. If you said denomination and we're aiming at our Vietnamese market or Turkish market or holders in China, the Chinese market, India, whichever one, denomination was really tough. So by saying Gamma 4, it's actually really easy for anybody around the world to say, no matter what language they're in, whether they're in South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, they can say gamma across everything. Other one is that, it makes us think of gamma rays, which is gamma rays are from stars that explode. And so you got that whole connection to stars in space. And this is a sci-fi epic that we're making. It also makes people think of radiation, which has to do with the story. And you'll see with all our characters and how radiation plays into it. And then the fourth thing is, hey, relates to the 4 elementary types that we have in the game that everybody knows about. So that's why we settled with Gamma 4. This is going to be the go-to game name that we'll be marketing and pushing forward. So yeah, exactly. NFT cats. It's the 3rd letter of the Greek alphabet too. So by focusing on that, all our marketing is going to go around Gamma 4 now, and we'll start getting the community used to that. And it's a good thing that we haven't been going overboard of what Denomination is, but now that we ramp up marketing and advertising, I see people are saying there, the push will be around Gamma 4 because now we got the real product, and we'll update the website and everything related to that. Now let's go into some of the gameplay elements. What I want to do is an easy way for everybody to understand what the game is. So it's a turn-based RPG card collecting game. It's very similar to if you play games like Clash Royale, and also I'm going to show you one, Epic 7, and so people get a feel and taste of it. So really what happens is each player comes up, they control 3 different characters. The 3 different characters don't have to be from the same race, as you'll see. They can be from different ones, and they're from either on the good side or the evil side. The different races have picked sides, but you pick 3 different characters, and your goal on each screen when you go to battle is to eliminate the characters from the other side. It's all turn-based. Your speed is on there. You'll see other features, but that'll determine, what battle you go into, how you play your cards, and who you beat. And strengths are all based on different abilities, and it's all different on different characters' body parts, and I'll go into showing all those ones. So I'm going to play this right now just to give you a sense. So this isn't the trailer I'm showing here is a comparable is a game called Epic 7. It's been around for years, but it's give you a sense of what type of game this will be in the turn-based, so you can get a real visualization of it and how you understand that, okay, that's what I'm going to be playing later on. So there you see the characters come out, you pick your battle, you go up against the enemies. So we're going to be using similar style of animations. You're going to see the new character designs in a bit. Here's the land elements with it. Leveling up. I mean, you guys get it now. That's the type of game you're going to be playing, and that's what you're going to be seeing. So really, like I said, the goal is to show it's not going to be exactly like that, but that's the type of game that you'll have. Turn-based strategy, lots of animations, and very twitchable, and you can just be hitting buttons, and you can play this whether you're at home, on the browser, you can be on the train, on the bus, wherever you're going, and you can be able to pick it up and go for it. Now let's get into the game loop. So the game loop, what this means is I'm going to go through a quick user experience of what it means. You'll see some screens, a lot of mock-up stuff because all the development's being done right now, but it's just to give you a quick game flow. So there you go. You've got the home screen that you'll be starting out at. So you see the little things of, inventory, at the bottom, the shop, heroes, the characters that you have, the arena. Then you'll go into the quick match or the tournament. So you'll pick one of the 2 that you go to. Then from there you go into inventory page, and that's where you equip which characters you're going to use, because you can have lots of them. Which elements you're going to attach to your characters, and go from there. Then I'll go through a loop of finding your opponent, who you're going to go. So hopefully, let's say it picks me against one of you guys. We get to play first. Boom. Then you get to the versus screen, and here you'll have your profile picture of your NFT or whichever character it is. You go boom, boom, let's see each other. Then you go to battle phase. And this is where, the 3-on-3 combat happens. You see your cards underneath the screens, what you're gonna play, ends your turn. Then finally you get your victory and get your, play and earn components. What did you earn? How you leveled up? Take that to the marketplace, which could be other NFTs or, level up materials. And then it starts all over again. So that there is just to show you guys the entire game flow. All right, let's see, no questions around that. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some new cool things. So the characters you guys saw the last couple months, like I said, they're all work in progress. We finally now nailed it down which ones we're gonna go into. What we have is 5 different races. Each will have 4 classes, so it could be like the junior, the senior, or whichever one we're doing. We're still flushing all those out. But based on that, you have 5 races. You have humans, Ataris, cyber goblins, marauders, and mutants. So now what I'm going to show you guys is, before the light paper and all that stuff happens, is you guys get first look at it of what these new character designs are. So here's the humans. This is the base character of it. You see he's got gloves, guns in the back. That's one of the big factions. The thing in the middle right here is the logo for the humans that you go for. So this is what we'll be running with there. Then, I really like this design. We call them for now the Ataris. They're a highly advanced species of aliens. Their civilization has gone all over the universe, and they're probably one of the smartest things out there. I really like how our artists came up with this design. I think that they're going to great look as NFTs, also as PFPs. It's a really good visual that we've got. And you can see he's holding a dagger right there. And then when we do the NFTs and we swap out things, one might not have a dagger, it might have a gun. You might just use fists. Those are all the things I'll go into, and I'll talk about that in the NFT strategy. Then you've got the cyborg goblin. They're small alien species, also very intelligent, but also very cowardly. They're designed really squishy, and they've got like these little things on their backs that fuse to them. It's kind of like their brain power helps them grow. Like I said, very radiation based, and smaller characters, intelligent, but like I said, cowardly. Then you got your marauders. Oh, I didn't put the writing of this, but marauders are very robot based. They're more like artificial intelligence, almost like droid-like, but droids mean they're dumb, but these are robots with AI, so that's how the species came together. And then you've got the big bad ones, the mutants. Like I said, they could be good guys or bad guys, but they were humans. They're on a planet which had harsh environment, exposed them to more radiation. That caused their bodies to change, their heads to change in different formations, and they became like this. I mean, if you guys have followed Batman and everything, the closest parallel is like a strong mutant, cunning type of creature, and very Bane-like. That's how these are designed. So those are the 5 different races that we've got and the new artwork that we've got going. And this is what the NFTs will be designed around. Let's see. Any questions so far? I can assume you can fight multiple or many battles and let things accumulate, or does it have to be traded right away? We will be telling later on how much you can accumulate and how much you can use in the marketplace. Okay, now let's get to the next thing. So the NFT plans. This is what we're going with. So like I said, you can have 5 races, 4 classes each. That means you have 20 different character types that we'll be going with. Each character is going to have 6 body parts and 100 changeable aspects. So that means, it could have a headband and a knife in the hand. It can have a certain type of gloves. It could have, different type of swords. So that's how we're going to rearrange all these. The goal for the first drop is going to be 2,500 total character cards. That's what we'll put out there for the community. We'll also have a special elementary drops that'll happen as well. So those are a separate type of NFTs. And the big thing here is it is a trading card game. You saw how it's going to be played. The main utility of getting these cards at the beginning, aside from getting the first packs that are going to be cool to Gamma 4 game, but it'll give you a slight advantage at the start of the game, because at the start of each game, you're going to have to breed 2 characters, and this will all come in our light paper of how breeding works, which we'll be releasing soon. But instead of breeding 2, you're already going to have a character advantage, so you don't have to do as much work as anybody else, and you got the cool factor that you've got one of the first 2,500 characters. Okay, so what comes next? The focus is, after we've been designing for the past couple months, is to release it in stages. Really, we do that is it helps with, everybody is tired out there of these games that are promising something and won't come out in years, and high cinematics, but no one knows where they're going to go, or they don't even have teams that they can build them, proper studios like we do. So our approach is build excitement and allow us to perfect the tokenomics as we go through the stages, because we don't want to put something out there that's going to hurt BLZ holders early on. We also want to make sure that they benefit the most, and we're talking to different chains in the Cosmos ecosystem of who's going to support this the best, who we think is best to support it, and who we want to work with goes well with it. So right now, the goal is for March, now that we've got everything done, is release the light paper. You've seen bits of it before, but now we're going to release the whole thing with a story update, the breeding elements, the battle designs, formation, everything else will be on there. Then we're targeting end of April or early May, we'll do the NFT card drops. So those are all being designed right now. The stories behind them are getting done in the next 2 weeks. So that way, when we actually officially launch the NFT, we'll have the thing for the community to come to Discord, discuss the story, see which ones they want, and we'll start the marketing rollout of these NFT drops related to Gamma 4. And then the first playable of the game is going to be in probably end of June, early July. We'll try to even do it faster. Team's making really great progress, but we don't want to overpromise right now. But we think by that time, because of the work that's been done the past month, and you saw the development update that I just gave today, that we will hit that target as well. So right now, that's all we're focused on is the next 3-4 months of get the light paper out, drop the NFTs, get lots of excitement around BLZ, these cards, how they're going to be used, show how it's partnering up with these other chains, and then launch the game and have the first people there to do it. So that covers everything that I want to do today. Want to do another one probably in 4 weeks as we have more artwork, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But really now is to get our website update, all our advertising, promotion with Gamma 4, and have a real strategy around promotion to build up the BLZ community again. Any questions you guys have? Any update on a Gartner partnership? We were never talking to Gartner. They're a research firm. No, there's nothing there. What feedback have they given you? What industries you are pursuing? I've talked to Gartner in the past. I frankly don't think Gartner and these old research firms are actually very good because they're behind the scenes. They're behind the 8 ball. They're behind the times. They don't keep up to what's going on with Web3, with NFTs. They're always behind the game. I'd rather be talking to people. I don't know where Salesforce came in here. We don't work with Salesforce. We are a GameFi platform now. We focus on storage and consumer products. Hey, thanks NFT Cat, saying that you and your friends are very excited. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll have more artwork, what the cards are going to look like, and we can do that. How can I get the graphics? When we launch the light paper in the next week, there is, we'll have all new artwork that we'll put on a site somewhere where you can download it, use it, start promoting, and in advance of the actual NFT drop. Is there a potential Terra partnership? I can't promise anything. All I'm saying is we're talking to the top chains right now and seeing how they fit into the Bluezell plans and the Gamma 4 plans, given that this could be the first really great game that could come into the network of the Cosmos entire ecosystem. Again, Experian is not our forte. I'm not. We don't work with those companies. It's in a different industry. It's Malaysia. June, July. When we mean the game release is the first playable, that means that there will be a version out in June, early end of June, early July, or coming up quicker. And what they come out as is in June or July is the first playable that you'll actually go on there. We'll have it, to our users, go on there and they'll start playing the first version of the game. It won't be the first full beta commercial release because you still have your bugs that you want to work out, but there'll be something to do. Let's see, what can be used for the NFT? Like I said, you got the cards. They'll be used for collector's items, a collectible, but they'll also help in the breeding aspect that you get an advantage over others. Will the staking remain 25%? We're playing with 20, right now it is there. We're playing with it because how it relates to the new tokenomics of the game, and we want to make it fair and better. So it's that what's the best experience for people playing the game and what's going to be better for the token in the long run. Moose, I don't know where you're getting these names. On the website, we don't have Salesforce on there. We had Heroku with Salesforce because we were building some decentralized platforms with them, but that was old stuff from before. Can't promise a game release date. All we're saying is games get released nowadays in stages. So promising a full-on game release is not fair to anybody. That's why we go with the first stages. The first playable, the first version of the game will be up in June, July. And in the next week and a half, we'll be updating the website to have the new graphics and roadmaps and things like that for everybody to follow along. No, we are not working with Ripple. Ripple is a totally different product now. They are focused strictly on, looks like, institution banking. Equinix, yeah, my mistake. You meant Equinix. Equinix actually sold that division to a company called Fortinex. So we've been using Fortinex for our node platforms, using that for our node providers or validators can run off the code bases off of Fortinex, which was bought from Equinix. But once again, that's just behind the scenes infrastructure stuff where we're focused now on the full in-front consumer product gaming. Vlad, great comment. It's true. Games are in beta forever because you just keep updating it and keep going. Let's see. Anybody have any other questions right now? These are really solid questions. If not, like I said, the whole goal of these events is to give the community, our community, first dibs on everything, first looks, everything before we make it public, see the artwork and everything. You'll know when the light paper comes out first, and then we kick off the full marketing. If that's everybody's questions for now, I'm sure you'll have more. Start putting them on Telegram. Our team will start answering them, and over the next couple of weeks, we're going to keep showing you guys more artwork, more creatives, more things that have to do with the game, and really bring you into the entire development process where we want to show some footage, some videos, things like that as we go. Any exact date for the light paper release? I'm going to aim to put it out by the end of this week, so that would be March 25th. So I want to shoot for that. Hey, Aragon, sorry to hear that, that you're not happy. But hey, building games and proper games do take time. You got to rework production, you got to rework characters, combat, balancing. So, you do the best that you can and you keep pushing forward. Like I said, best thing to do is build it out in stages. And we've dropped with the NFTs and we've got a compelling team and a good product. There are some test users of BLZ storage, but like I said, the goal there was to migrate everything to IPFS, run our system over that. That way it made it easier for a lot of projects because tons of projects are already using IPFS. Now we can say, hey, you're already on there. hit this one line of code, and you'll get better storage, better replication through BlueZell, but you can stay on IPFS. Nice work, Vlad, on being an early tester on those products. All right. So it looks like if these are all the questions right now, glad everybody was able to participate. We'll keep giving more information and keep doing the weekly updates of the game and the BlueZell network and storage updates as we go, especially with Cosmos, Stargate update, Osmosis, the IPFS product. All of that comes along, and we'll keep this all going. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys online.